It's no secret that WWE games used to have some of the most lit features of all time. GM mode, buried alive matches, all the fun stuff of the AKI game, Smackdown, Here Comes the Pain. All those features were awesome in the game, but unfortunately, we don't have those anymore in the 2K games going from 2K20. And maybe 2K21 we can get some of them back, but here is a list from thegamer.com. I want to thank them again for the sweet article because I love looking back at these things, and they've been giving me some very good list videos here to talk about. We want to look at 10 features that we wish would return to the WWE games franchise. Without further ado, if you guys do enjoy this, smash like. Let me know what you want in the comment section below. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So here we go. 10 features in old WWE video games that we miss. The old video games had a bunch of features the fans miss, like GM mode, creative finisher. Bring them back, 2K. Bring them back. Please bring them back. WWE 2K series initially began with Yukes WWF Smackdown series on the PlayStation. We aren't par with Nintendo 64 games developed by AKI. They're saying how they aren't on par. AKI. They had some great stuff under the THQ banner. It took a few years for SmackDown series to come moving from the shadows of the N64 predecessor, but it did so with Here Comes the Pain. This was because the game kept adding several new game modes, matches, gameplay tweaks, and much more. However, in the recent years, the development has seen fit to replace it with something inferior. Fans have been very vocal in the hopes that the 2K series will bring back old favorites, but they seem to fall on deaf ears. Well, let's take a look at the list here. GM mode. Yes, this is a big one that I've been requesting and everybody's been requesting, and we've been wanting it, and Fire Promoter had it. Let's do general manager mode. Ever since they got rid of GM mode, SmackDown and Raw 2009, the fans have never given up hope that developers would find a way to include it again. Instead, the closest gamer of the universe mode, which offers same options but without the risk or reasons to see it through, it continually baffling why developers ignore the fans. So what I've heard from developers and stuff and things was that they had no idea really what the fans wanted in the games. They couldn't really tell what there was, like, no outcry. You think about like internet now, like people will tell you, yes, I'm literally making a video. There's thousands of videos out there that telling, okay, this is what we want in our games. But back then, I don't think there was like a real outlet in 09 to really say this is the stuff we want in the game. So they kind of had to make a choice here, and they cut GM mode, and they've never brought it back. Hopefully this year in 2K21, maybe. I don't know. I think we should. And number 9, Road to WrestleMania. So Road to WrestleMania is a big one. Story-based game mode had the unfortunate timing replacement, both season mode and much requested general manager mode. The showcase mode, only scenario focus, single storyline. Now, Timber and Road to WrestleMania gave 5 characters, making a more diverse option in comparison. I did like the Road to WrestleMania mode. Also, championship mode would be a one that I would do as well. Road to WrestleMania was, you choose like John Cena or Rey Mysterio and Batista or like whatever, and then you play out this story, and you also had like a created one versus The Undertaker, which was awesome, and the Druids and all that fun stuff, but they took that out, and it should come back. Honestly, it should. Also, the championship mode in No Mercy, and that was pretty sweet. The championship. I think there was a season mode in Here Comes the Pain. So season mode, story mode, Road to WrestleMania mode, and championship mode. Those are all viable options to bring back in the game. Number 8, importing music. I've already covered this on a list before, but basically adding MP3s into the game and putting them as your created superstar would be lit. The problem is with YouTube copyright system, I usually don't have a lot of music in the game, so this feature is not high on my list, but as a fan, I do remember importing all this music and playing it on my Xbox 360, and that was very fun time. So if we could get that back, that'd be pretty cool. Number 7, the Test of Strength. Test of Strength feature appeared in classics developed by AKI, World Tour Revenge, WrestleMania 2000, and No Mercy. The pace of the game was much more methodical and technical than the current games. And there it was, Test of Strength. So Test of Strength really, to me, I think of like the current incarnation of it, and I didn't really like it. I guess I'm thinking of the chain grappling system, but the Test of Strength was something that was pretty cool back in the day. You'd mash the A button or B button, whichever it was on the AKI engine, and then you'd go through this Test of Strength thing. If you're a cruiserweight, you could like flip out of it. If you weren't, well, you just have to try and win. So Test of Strength, I'd like to see it come back. The AKI submission system. So whoever wrote this article is touting the AKI games like crazy. The AKI developing wrestling games featured submission system that is far more accessible system than in place in 2K. Getting out of submission required a simple method of hitting buttons fast enough to allow the players the opportunity to crawl towards the ropes and break a submission hold. So I don't know if they know this, but the button mashing thing is in the game and you can change it. So just button mash and get out of it, and button mash to win. The problem is, back in the AKI days, you didn't really know if you're winning or losing. Now you actually have a chance to tell if you're winning or losing in the submission. And honestly, I don't mind the stick system. Maybe they could do something better. I haven't thought of a better submission idea, but the stick to me works and I'm able to access that and I can get out of submissions. And pretty much if you've got like red limb targeting, you're pretty much done. So honestly, maybe they just don't know. I don't know. I feel like the submission in the AKI days was not that great because you never knew if you were actually winning or losing. So how are you supposed to know? Number 5, creative finisher. I love this. I actually have a video that went up messing with creative finisher. So if you guys want to check that out, I will link that below. But yeah, this was a huge one. I really loved it. The only thing that I didn't like is when you'd play people online, they would always slow it down really slow, and it just drug on. I also saw the gut kick. That was a big one where people would just do the gut kick, gut kick, gut kick, gut kick, suck it, gut kick, suck it, and then they do like their move or whatever. But honestly, I think creative finisher is fun. You can do wacky, crazy, off the wall, top rope moves. You could do the trajectory of the stuff, and I just think that's a fun feature. I mean, you want to give people the creative outlet to do it. If you're going to make your superstar, you want to make your finisher, and I think creative finisher would be sick, especially with like a lot of the newer moves that we have, since I think it was like WWE 13 and 2K14 was the last time we had creative finisher. But now with all the crazy new moves that we see in NXT, could you imagine the kind of stuff we could get? Number 4, Fantasy Warfare. Despite All-Stars being popular arcade-like alternative, they never followed up on a sequel. The game was Ready to Rumble series was to boxing, silly fun, play with your friends in front of the sofa. One of the best modes was the Fantasy Warfare. Yes, I did actually like the Fantasy Warfare. The reason I liked it was because they had like these really great video packages that they made. Like my favorite one is the CM Punk Stone Cold Steve Austin one, where you would just see who was better, and they made a sweet video package, and then you had to play the match out, and it was like its whole separate mode. I think that would be a great little mode. They have like the tower stuff, but there's like, they need the video packages and the story to be told with it. If you put that in there, you have the video package and the stories, and you play out these matches, I think that would be sweet. Number 3, we have Story Designer. Even though Universe Mode, okay, we don't even need to read what they're going to say. Story Designer was one of the greatest features in a WWE game ever of all time. Story creation is my favorite feature ever and ever and ever. I know GM Mode is touted, but Story Designer was one of those that was like the greatest thing ever, because you could go on community creations, you could download somebody's wacky crazy story, you could play it out, and that fills the void of like a story mode that you couldn't actually have in the game. I know some of the cutscenes never really got updated and stuff never really changed, you know, they just had the same cutscenes over and over and over. But the fact that you could have Story Designer, I know they have like create a movie now, but the Story Designer was better because you could actually play it out. Then you could insert matches. You could do, there's like a wide range of things you could do, and I really loved it. Some of my favorite moments were going back and playing some of those old stories that were created and just having a blast playing them. So if you could bring back Story Designer, that would be one of my favorite features in video. Let me know. Was this one of your favorites? Because it definitely was for me as a creator, because I could go in, I could check out somebody's what they made, play it out, and then there was like a lot of people were really good at creating stories, and I thought that was really fun. Number 2, the AKI reversal system. So with the AKI reversal system, you had, it was like, what was the reversal? It was L and R. There it was. L reverse strikes and R reverse grapples. I think they might have had that in a WWE video game, like a THQ version of the game, but I can't remember at this point. Somebody will probably tell me. I'm sure they did. But they are saying that spamming R2 or triangle as it is now isn't really good, I guess. Furthermore, even reversals could be reversed or countered, leading into incredible comeback. So I really like the strike reversal. I thought that was really cool, where you could puff out your chest, you wouldn't get hit, and then you'd have to figure it out. I like the reversal of a reversal. I think one of the best reversal systems was All Stars. honestly, I really like the All-Stars reversal system where you could reverse a move and do another move. I mean, honestly, the game was like crazy off the wall stuff, but you could reverse like a move into a move, and I thought that was really cool. Like if someone tried to powerbomb you, you could like flip out of it and do like crazy stuff. So I thought that was like reverse an arm drag into another arm drag or something. Like I don't know. I just thought that was a really cool reversal system. I don't know. The game as it currently is, the game is press triangle and hopefully you win, and then if you win, that's how the game works out, and you just play with your reversal stock at the bottom. In the old AKI games, you could reverse anything. There was no reversal stock. You could just do whatever you want. Now, you could change it, I think, in the game still, like turn off the reversal stock. Maybe that's something I need to do. Turn off the reversal stock in the 2K games and see how that plays out. I don't know. We'll see. And the number one thing they want is more gimmick matches. And WWE 2K developers seem to appeal to just sit back and have fun with the original's content. However, we want the gimmick matches. The gimmick matches! Special matches like Casket, Buried Alive, Last Ride, Inferno. They've been missing. They need to add these modes to add more variety into the gameplay. I just wanted 3 stages of hell. Can we get that? That was really sweet. Honestly, I would really love to see these more gimmick matches. I think that's a very good thing. Content. Because I think what we've been accustomed to, at least in the past, was give us all the content and we will make a very fun experience for ourselves. Not like, oh, we want this original stuff. No, just give us the gimmick matches, give us the general manager mode, give us creative finisher, give us the story designer, and we'll have a fun time creating a bunch of cool content and putting in the game. As you know, we have community creations. It's such a huge part of the game. It would be sweet. So give us more of these gimmick matches. I would love it. Casket, Buried Alive, Last Ride, Inferno, on a pole. I mean, why don't we have on a pole match? Why don't we have a strap match? We just had one. I mean, there's lots of things they could do. They definitely need to look into more match types. Definitely. Well, there you have it. There was the list of 10 things that do need to be in or out of the WWE games. The more gimmicks matches, the general manager mode, the story designer, all that sounds sweet to me. So if they could listen to us, the community, and do something in 2K21, please do it. Please do it. Let's say Yukes. Please do it. Visual concepts. Listen to the fans. Listen to the community. Make it happen, because as it sits right now, 2K20, not the game that everybody wanted. Not the game. Anyway, guys, let me know what you want in WWE games that you want to come back, or things that you miss, or features that you want in a game. Let me know in the comment section below. Sound off down there. Make sure you smash like if you do enjoy this. And as always, I'm TonyPizzaGuy. We'll see you in another video.